Have you ever noticed that the smartest person in the room is rarely the loudest one? They sit there, they listen, they observe, and they choose very deliberately to keep certain thoughts completely to themselves. Psychology explains exactly why, and what they are silently thinking will surprise you. First, they already know where this conversation is going. Highly intelligent people recognize patterns fast. Within the first few minutes of a discussion, they have already mapped out where it is heading, what point the other person is building toward, and how it is going to end. But they never say that out loud, because announcing it would shut the conversation down and make the other person feel small. So they let it play out. They stay present. They listen anyway. Not because they need to hear it, but because they understand that connection matters more than being right. Second, this argument was never about the facts. Smart people notice something that most people miss entirely. Most arguments are not actually about truth. They are about ego, about identity, about a person protecting how they see themselves. Psychology shows that highly intelligent individuals can detect emotional positioning behind opinions almost immediately. They see the real reason someone is arguing, and they also know that dismantling someone's argument in front of others does not change their mind, it just makes them defensive. So they disengage, quietly, not because they cannot win, but because they already know winning changes nothing.
Third, I can see exactly how this ends. High IQ individuals naturally think in long timelines. They look at a small habit, a decision, a trend, and they can already see the consequences playing out months or years down the road. But they rarely share those predictions, because nobody wants to be told they're heading toward a mistake before they have even made it. People resist that. They push back. They take it personally. So instead of warning everyone, intelligent people quietly adjust their own behavior based on what they already see coming, and they watch. Fourth, I am moving at a completely different speed than everyone else. This one is uncomfortable to admit, but psychology links high intelligence with something called asynchronous social pacing. Their brain processes faster, connects ideas quicker, moves through information at a rhythm that does not always match the people around them. In conversations, they're already 3 steps ahead. In meetings, they've already considered and rejected several possibilities before anyone else has finished forming their first thought. They don't announce this. They just adapt or quietly withdraw. But internally, the gap is always there. Fifth, the depth I want is genuinely hard to find. Research consistently shows a link between high intelligence and a specific kind of loneliness, not the kind that comes from having no one around. The kind that comes from being surrounded by people and still feeling like real depth is just out of reach. They do not say they are lonely, they say they are busy. They say they prefer their own company. They say they're focused on their work. But what they mean is that finding someone who thinks at the same level, who goes as deep, who does not get uncomfortable when conversations get real, that is genuinely rare. And they have accepted that depth often comes with a certain kind of distance. Here's what psychology is actually telling us about all of this. High intelligence is not just about knowing more than other people. It's about noticing more, seeing more, and then making a conscious choice about what is actually worth saying out loud. The smartest people are not performing their intelligence. They are quietly living inside it, thinking 5 steps ahead, and deciding, most of the time, that silence serves them better than speaking. Now, you know what that silence actually contains.